Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy Rodney383, Anime Real Talk TV, and once again, I got my boy with me, Deadpool's out.
What's up, guys?
And we're going to be talking to you guys about some injustice, some characters, some thoughts, and whatnot. A little late to the party. However, give us your feedback nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get started with the most recent characters that just started. You want to start?
Yep. So the first, I guess you could say, recent character we got was Black Adam, and I was really surprised because we talked about this in our first video that we really wanted him in this game, and when he was announced, I was like, "Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
amazing!"
And you know what? I seen him like on some of the animated films that they've been releasing, Captain Marvel one, and I was like, I like this guy. He got a cool like demeanor about him, And on the game, they got him straight like a boss. I mean, he just got his arms crossed and he is floating. I was like, wow, that's like he just. It looks like that's how he act. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially on the animated stuff, he always got his arm crossed and he's doing everything. He's doing dive kicks from full screen with his arms crossed. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
man, and pretty cool.
And if anyone wants like a measure of how powerful this guy is, this guy took on the JLA, the JSA, the Teen Titans, and the Legion of Superheroes all by himself, and they couldn't even slow him down.
Ridiculous. And his combos look pretty nice. The person who was commentating over the video was saying like he's like a zoning character, so he's gonna have a lot of those electrical blasts and black clouds and shit to like keep you away and stuff. So he can hit you from far away or he can get in. So and his character design looks pretty cool. That's like the traditional, or is it like a little new 52? I'm not sure.
It looks a little. It looks very classic. That look.
Okay.
It looks a little armored though, so I guess you could say it's a combination of the two. But it looks more like pre-52 costume.
Okay, cool. Now, also, we can't forget the opponent, which was Raven, which was like, some characters you be like, yeah, I want Raven in the game, right? But however, in the back of your mind, you like, no, it ain't gonna happen. You already know it's not. Like, it's too good if it happened, so it ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna let it. Nonetheless, they got Raven in here. Now, the only familiarity I have with the character is from the Teen Titans show, which I know a lot of people, don't like. However, that's the dark tone, the emo type, demeanor that she has. I would guess it carried over. But this Raven here, I have no idea. Like this, I was a little. I may be wrong because it might have been a little background noise or whatever, but I think her voice sounded a little demonic. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
what's going on with that?
Well, her father is a very powerful demon called Trigon, and I guess for this game, since the whole world is messed up, I guess her father's influence, what I can gather is that her father's influence is over her, and that might explain the voice. This also kind of leads me wondering, because we have Cyborg, Nightwing, and now Raven, are we going to get Beast Boy and Starfire, too?
That would be cool. So a lot of people were saying that, a lot of people, because you getting Beast Boy. I mean, the transformations that you can pull off with the combos and stuff is just alone just ridiculous, But Raven, she's also she has a lot of like zoning attacks and stuff like that. So, and of course she got that black magic, and I would imagine she could like pull you through portals and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
So looks pretty cool.
I have a feeling that she's going to be more of a like a range character.
Is that what look is that? Is that the classic look or?
It looks very classic. The new 52, she looks like, okay, I absolutely hate her new 52 look.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you what it looks like. It looks like her new 52 look looks like a combination of a Gotcha Man character and a Power Rangers villain.
Gotcha Man, which is essentially Power Rangers, but anime Power Rangers. But yeah, I mean, well, it's but this look here, you approve.
I absolutely approve.
Yeah, I like the beaked hood that she has, kind of like Assassin's Creed, but it's like a raven,
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, fans, they got what they want. They got Raven up in there. Now let's move on to a little further back. Let's go to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh God, Captain Marvel. Now I don't know. I think his little when he gets on screen for the first time and Billy Batson runs out, I'm like, you could have came up with a better animation than that. But we all know that's we talking about Captain Marvel once he transformed, and he looks pretty solid. Looks pretty solid. I don't know. I think his super is generic, but it's just hit you up, hit you down, done. Kind of weird, but I don't know. They could have did a little better with the super.
Yeah. With Captain Marvel, I was really impressed with him because this is a character I was kind of expecting to be in the game, and his costume's very New 52-ish.
Yes, yes. That's the Jeff Johns, right?
Yeah, that's the Jeff Johns look, which it looks pretty much like the old costume. It's just that hood.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What do you think about the? I think the the lightning bolt on his chest is it's like it takes up the whole chest, and in the lightning bolt on his chest you can see like lightning streaking in it, like almost as if you're inside of his chest is like a vortex or something that you can look inside of and see electricity bubbling around in there.
Um, I don't mind it. Captain Marvel, you can see his when he does that whole electricity pulsing from his body. That's a sign of like the power of Shazam.
Yeah, real nice, real nice. And I don't think it's going anywhere, so we could just safe to say that most likely every character, villain or hero alike gonna have some type of armor type plating on their suit. It will be incorporated in some type of way. So, because his is very it looks like Flash but less sharp, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It looks pretty cool though. I ain't gonna, And the hood, that doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. Because I think the hood will separate him visually at a first glance from Superman.
Yeah, you got a point.
To people who don't know no better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want Superman, but I'm gonna get the one that got the electricity powers. That one, like so a lot of people be like that. All right, so let's move backwards some more. Let's go to Aquaman.
Yeah.
Let's
God,
go.
Rodney, I'm pretty sure, like me, you're so pleased that he's in the game.
Yeah, his I always liked characters that you can do stuff with water. You know what I'm saying? Cause like getting hit with a slap of water in the face or like diving into the pool improperly and your whole body hurting afterwards. Yeah, water can have some destructive force. You know what I'm saying? So him manipulating the water is awesome. Even the shield that he puts up, he brings up water. I was like, holy, like that's so cool to me. That's like everything he do, he splash. Like don't matter what he doing, he sliding across, he splashing. I mean, it's real slick, man.
Yeah. And I love his super, just impale you with the Triton and feed you to the sharks.
Yeah, yeah. The shark come out like the teeth look like it's like straight up Jaws times a million. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty slick. And that's the Samurai Jack voice actor for that, right?
Yeah, Phil Lamar. I think he also did the voice for Aquaman and Young Justice.
Yeah. However, I will say that I was like, boom, that's Samurai Jack. So it kind of took me out of it when I heard that voice, and I was, wondering what you thought about the voice choice. No doubt, he's an excellent voice actor,
Yeah.
but would that have been the voice that you have chosen?
I think I would have chosen that voice as well. Phil Lamar gives Aquaman a very strong, noble voice, like you'd think he'd have since he's royalty. So I think he's a good pick. He does give Aquaman that commanding voice that you'd think he'd have while reading the comics. So
Yeah, pretty cool. Plus, we can't forget about he also has a lot of lightning powers, and I'm noticing like in Marvel it may be another theme that a lot of characters have, but I notice a lot of characters have some type of lightning power. A couple of characters that's in this game. So of course, Aquaman also lightning, right?
yeah,
So he has some lightning powers. Captain Marvel, Black Adam. So we got a couple things to work with. That's pretty cool though. I ain't gonna lie. And even I don't know. I guess Flash is more electricity, speed, force, static. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but he be sparking when he be moving. So
Hmm.
he got a little bit of electricity on him also. But yeah, let's go on to one that I was like so pleased to see, and in animation wise, she looks awesome. I would say Hawk Girl. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I would say Hawk Girl. Yeah, yeah, she looks pretty awesome.
yeah.
Now, like other people, I would say, well, where's Hawkman? But I mean, let's get. I don't know what it is about Hawkman. All I know, try to look it up on some information about him, or whatever. Look down in the comments, and everybody has the overall consensus that he's like he's too complicated to like deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, his backstory is complicated, or it could be this way or that way. I mean, it's kind of weird, but everybody knows Hawk Girl from the TV show, so maybe giving her some shine. Plus, we did need some more female characters in the game.
Yeah, outside of
Uh,
Batman characters.
exactly, exactly. So that's pretty cool. And I was wondering, because people assume Hawk Girl, Hawk Man. However, we know that John Stewart, was in that. He was knee deep in that. So we already know. So I was wondering what's going on with some more lanterns, and I'm a little disappointed as of yet that they haven't had as many lanterns as uh we would have thought. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is.
I actually approve of having Hawkgirl in here. Like you said, it's another female character outside the Batman family, or Batman comics in general. And with Hawkgirl, you're pretty much getting the same character as you'd get with Hawkman. The same kind of fighting style and movements. So I don't object to this. I actually was generally surprised when Hawkgirl was announced. I was like, because I was very sure they were going to use Hawkman.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm equally okay with them using Hawkgirl. She has the same level of brutality that Hawkman has, and she can definitely bring the hurt, as I saw in that video.
Yeah. So, like, just to clarify to people and myself, the wings are coming out like an angel. Like, the wings are coming out her back, or is that like a attachment or whatever?
You see, that's the kind of the thing with a lot of the comics, is that sometimes they'll say, oh, they're attached to her because of her. She's from an alien race called the Thanagarians.
Okay.
And there are other times where they'll just say, oh, it's like a machine or some kind of device that she can strap to her back. That's kind of like a little
Okay.
inconsistency with the writing.
Well, pretty cool nonetheless. Now let's move on to another big character. I'm talking Sinestro. Let's go. You can go ahead and take that.
Yeah. Well, I know, Rodney, that you called this character.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He got the big head and all.
Yeah. And this dude, he's bringing the fear.
Yeah. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I love his moveset because I was afraid when they announced Sinestro, it's like, oh man, they're going to make his moveset exactly like Hal Jordan's. They didn't.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. And that's another thing. Like, a lot of people would say, well, having too many lanterns, period, means, the move set is the same, whatever the case. But, different lanterns use their rings differently. They make different constructs. They make different uses out of their rings, or whatever the case. So, it's a little different. Like, with your analogy with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, yeah, more or less the same. More or less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not with lanterns, though. A little different.
Yeah. And we've also been Rodney, you probably noticed this trend too, is that what we've been kind of seeing is that it feels like we've got Captain Marvel, we've got Black Adam, we got Superman, we got Lex Luthor and Doomsday, we got Green Lantern, we got Sinestro. We've got at least one villain for each hero from their rogues gallery. Like,
Yeah.
even with Nightwing, Deathstroke was mainly his enemy.
Well, not for Flash yet, right? Because everybody, rightfully so, from even the first trailer that they showed of the game, was thinking King Cole, but that was somebody that has not been announced yet, and I was like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. The only two that don't have, villains to them is like Hawkgirl and Flash and Wonder Woman. But it kind of leaves me wondering, like, are they going to announce someone to match up with those characters as well, like maybe Cheetah or, like you said, Captain Cold?
Well, who would be Wonder Woman's who's been announced already? Cause I know her rogues are like, you know, Greek gods and stuff, Hades and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, well, she's got another villain like Cheetah. Cheetah. She's this superhuman with cat-like abilities. But then
Hmm.
people would be like, "Oh, she's too much like Catwoman." So maybe you could bring in Ares, the god of war.
Yeah, I've on the list that we're looking at, they had that possibility. You know, it's not a official and nothing, but yeah, that would be a pretty cool addition. Also, Atrocitus also,
Yeah,
I mean, we need some more like evil, you know what I'm saying? Evil,
yeah.
you know.
And
But
we've got 21 characters so far, and I'm
yeah,
pretty sure they're going to go with 24 characters. So I think we've got about 3 more characters to announce, probably.
they're doing a good job at keeping that under wraps until the end. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Usually stuff leaks out probably like a week before the game comes out or whatever.
yeah,
Then stuff would be full blown. But
yeah.
so yeah, Sinestro, he got the big head, like just the bulbous head. Like I don't know, different iterations they make a more humanoid looking. Like his head isn't as ridiculous. But in this one, they gave him a slightly, big forehead. You know how he used to be, and it looks pretty cool, man. I gotta say.
Yeah, it does. Like aesthetically, it looks interesting because it's very much like a throwback to the old '60s comics where he had that huge head.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the Blackest Night skins, right?
Yeah,
How you liking that? Zombies everywhere. Let's go.
I love it, man. Blackest Night was one of my favorite events before DC went 52 on me.
Still gotta read it.
It's really good. It gets a little long. It's like 8. The event itself is 8 issues long,
Mhm.
but the zombie DLC, I'm pretty sure like the skins themselves look amazing. Like the undead Batman looked amazing. And I'm kind of wondering if they're only going to use that skin for certain characters, or is there going to be one for all of them? Because Hawkgirl was turned into a Black Lantern in that event.
Yeah.
Technically, like a lot of the superheroes in this game were turned into different lanterns. So I'm wondering if we have a skin for Lex Luthor, he'll get the Orange Lantern.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering. Also, would the Blackest Night skins essentially what it is everybody gets a lantern alternate, right? A zombie lantern alternate, right?
Yeah.
So Batman, he's a white lantern, right?
Well, well, he'd be Black Lantern, then maybe White Lantern as well. I don't know if they've
Okay.
announced that yet.
Certain characters, from what I understand, get turned over at different times. So Blackest Night is like the bad times, right? So it's like when people is
Yeah.
coming up from the dead, and then they're getting their alternate costumes, and anybody who transform at that time. And
Yeah.
Brightest Day is when other characters get transformed into lanterns also. So certain characters wouldn't get their Brightest Day stuff until Brightest Day DLC, right?
Pretty much, with Blackest Night, it was the best way I could describe it, Rodney. Blackest Night was a space zombie apocalypse.
Like Marvel Zombies, kinda.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of. I mean, these guys went out and just ripped people's hearts out and ate them.
Yeah, that's the brutal stuff. I like that.
I don't think we talked about the Red Sun DLC.
Okay, let's go.
This was actually a costume I really wanted. When they talk about alternate costumes in DLC, Superman Red Sun's one of my favorite stories, and I love the hell that they're using, Superman Red Sun costume, and Wonder Woman's gonna get a skin, and Solomon Grundy was not in that story, and he's got this weird Moscow hat. But I guess that's just for laughs.
Huh? That's kind of weird. Well, I would wonder why they even included him on any level, if he wasn't in the story at all, and not include others.
Yeah.
For the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he looks like he'd make a good Russian. Maybe I don't know.
I just imagine, I must break you.
Exactly. Yeah. Another thing that just came out today, it seems, would be the Infinite Crisis trailer on is a new game coming out. I'm not sure of the systems that is on, but it looks. I was a little disappointed in the fact that I thought, like from first glance, because of the excellent cutscenes they had, which DC Online had as well, but it looks more along the lines of that type of game. The way it looks, the character designs,
Very,
more like
very
you
World of
know
Warcraft style.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. So I was a little disappointed in that because if it's like I mean, I don't know, like I would want to see that story, but for people who don't really know what it is, could you explain what Infinite Crisis is? Because I seen a lot of people in the comments like who gives a fuck, like what I'm saying. So people don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Infinite Crisis, the gist of it is the DC multiverse, some kind of force is causing it to break apart. And the DC heroes from all the universes are trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And in the middle of all this, we've got the main villain, Superboy Prime, who's this overly powered supervillain. He's pretty much the Superman from our Earth. Imagine if our our Earth Prime had its own Superman. That would be it. And his world was destroyed, and now he's completely angry. Him and the Lex Luthor of that universe are causing something horrible to happen, and it's affecting all of the entire multiverse.
Cool. That's pretty slick. And how many issues is that? Do you know? Is that like is that collected in a trade?
That is indeed collected in a trade. I forget how long it is. I think it's about. Last time I checked, I want to say 6 issues, but it's been so long since I've read it.
Okay, yeah, definitely want to brush up on that because I like those old school comics, real nice. But yeah, that was yeah, I was interested in what you guys would think about it because the cutscene looked pretty boss. Like you had your regular, Batman, Green Lantern. I forget who else was standing right there. And then when they cut to the alternate reality or the other Earth, it was Batman, but he was like more creature looking.
Yeah.
Like they just showed the back of his head, but I was like, damn, that looks so slick. So real cool stuff.
I'm glad they're actually mentioning comic books from. You see, DC did this stuff called Elseworlds, which was alternate universe stories, and I'm glad they mentioned the Batman from this story called Gotham by Gaslight, as well as the one called Batman and Dracula Blood Rain.
Yeah, yeah, I did see. I forgot what it was called, but I did see that they incorporated that one in there. That was one of the alternate costumes you wanted in here for Batman, but they got it in that game. So I guess that's the alternate world Batman. So that was pretty cool that they showed that. Had his goggles on, and all that.
Yeah. But I think this is like supposed to be DC's response to the new Marvel game that's coming out. I think next month. Because it looks like rather than have your own heroes, you can use heroes and villains from all the different universes to fight.
Yeah, which a lot of people, which for the longest time it seemed like they wouldn't try and do that. It's like, well, you can have a Superman-like character, but
Yeah, you can't play as Superman.
yeah, exactly. So I know it used to piss people off. But maybe they're doing that because of the Marvel thing, because they're using like, boom, you can be Cyclops, or you can be, whatever in an online setting. So that's pretty slick to have like all of the like a whole Cyclops team, like nothing but Cyclops or nothing but Wolverines. That'll be kind of slick, but maybe they're taking a little bit of cues from that and just letting people have a little more freedom with it. But anything else you want to add?
Not, I'm probably not going to play Infinite Crisis. Not a big fan of, the whole social. I've never been a fan of these kind of like big universe games because I have to pay for them for a lot, and it looks like I'm going to have to do the same with this game as well. In terms of for Young Justice, not Young, Injustice. So much justice.
Yes, so much justice, not enough cops.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, but Injustice, I'm looking forward to. I love the new characters that they brought in. And I love the DLCs. I'm wondering who's going to be the 4. You got any ideas for who might be the 4 DLC characters?
I mean, we got a couple of things that we can like. Atrocitus can probably be one. I was thinking about probably Ares. Um, I don't know. It's up in the air now. A couple of somebody posted on this page is Doctor Fate, which I don't know what his move set is. He seemed like more of a celestial. He seemed like more of a Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He
So he
he
don't seem to be in the brawl. He just
yeah, and I think Raven's got that covered in terms of like magic based villain characters to
yeah,
use. So
yeah. But
uh,
yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, I has it been confirmed whether or not Martian Manhunter is even gonna make it in the game or?
I don't know at this point. I'm still hoping he will be. If he's not going to be in the main roster, he might be DLC, but that's my pick. The other three I want for DLC is Black Canary, uh, Atrocitus, like you said, and Lobo.
Lobo. Yeah, a lot of people want Lobo. And you know what? I think just like if you remember with Mortal Kombat, like that was random to bring Freddy Krueger in just from simply reading the forums and stuff like that. That was like totally random. So they like actually like was like boom.
Yeah.
You want Freddy in there? That sound like it worked. Let's go in the lab and make them.
Yeah.
So we got a big possibility now with us just being able to save people that we want and them making it. So I don't know.
For all we know, if one of the DLC characters could be Jason or something.
I know. I mean, you never know. And I think, matter of fact, I mean, depending on the situation, he might fit.
Yeah.
So he might fit in this world.
Yeah. Just imagine it: Jason versus Solomon Grundy.
Yeah. No Scarecrow. But I don't know. Like when you look at the characters that they chose, you can see why they've chose them because their fighting moves. Scarecrow. See that's what he's like a catch-22 because you're looking at like somebody like Joker. Like you don't see him doing karate, but he can, I guess. He kicking people and doing roundhouses.
I was never okay with Joker in the game because, like you said, he can't really fight so well, and that was kind of my thing when he was brought in with MK versus DC. I was like, you could have used that for another good Batman villain, like I don't know, Ra's al Ghul or something.
Somebody. Oh, Metallo.
Yeah,
Metallo would be cool.
Yeah.
We don't have any robotic characters right now, do we? So.
Well, other than Cyborg, but.
Oh yeah, well, half man, half amazing, but it is what it is. And Parasite, that would be a good one also.
Yeah. I'd even go for Bizarro.
Yeah. Bizarro, but then that'll just be another Superman, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like the backwards version.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, they could just change up the move set to make it different, like with Sinestro and Green Lantern.
Yeah. Because I mean, and I like how they're like a perfect example is Sinestro and Hal Jordan is like how they use their rings is like a signature trait of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Sinestro is way more like devious and brutal and sneaky with his stuff. Like he doing all types of maneuvers with the ring that Hal Jordan just ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, definitely bringing the character of the character in the character. Like yeah. So yeah, that's pretty. I was like, man, like this guy's just going in.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Suit looks pretty, man. Suit looks pretty damn awesome too. So I'll just say that again about Sinestro. So there you go.
Yeah. So Rodney, I gotta ask. In terms of like all the new characters that come out, has your opinion on what your character you're going to be using has changed or?
Man, listen. I was looking at Black Adam yesterday, and I was like, listen, that's gonna be my character. He got a full screen dive kick, real sweet. It looked like Raven also had that dive kick too, but man, like the way he could juggle you with lightning bursts, like it's pretty slick.
Yeah.
That's obviously like high, like high level execution, like you know what I'm saying. So you got the developers in there just going ape shit, and just bringing out all of the special moves and stuff like that. But man, he looks like fun, you know what I'm saying? And I just like the way he got it. He floats and he got his arm like a genie. I was like, yes. So yeah. Black Adam all day.
For me, I'm gonna go because this is a character I said I would stick with and play a lot as this character if he was announced, Aquaman.
All right, and I like that trident and that water. You know what I'm saying? And also, I like did we they had a couple of new stages in the back also. Hey, on the stage that Raven and Black Adam were fighting, you had a stage where Gorilla Grodd was in the back getting handled by some random I don't know security. I don't know what it was, but they was trying to keep him under wraps and a lot of the stages have a lot of like hidden things in the back, which that's why you gotta watch the video like multiple times, because one time you watching the fight and then the next time you watching everything in the background. So it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
They adding a lot of different stages, real
Yeah.
nice.
Similar to like with all the motions in the background, it's similar to Marvel vs. Capcom games, how it was back then.
Yeah. Also, I mean, surely with all of these cosmic characters as well, we're gonna have like an outer space battle, in front of a nebula or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. Have Sinestro and Hal Jordan out there fighting it out in front of the sun
Yeah.
or something.
Or
And
in front of the Guardians.
yeah, yeah, pretty cool. That's what I want to see. Say what you will about the movie, but that if they had a stage that looked like how Oa looked in the movie with the Guardians up there looking and stuff like that, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But yeah, that's all we got for now. This is Rodney 383. Holla at your boy.
This is Deadpoolzilla.
And tell us what you guys think about the new developments, the older developments. Are you getting the game? It's coming out. I mean, let's go. I mean, all day. PS3 for me, 360 for you.
Yep.
All right, guys. See you guys next time. Peace.